more funding for recipients of VA, SSI, SSDI, and Social Security payments. You won't believe the incredible news that the 2100 Act, recently passed by Congress, will have a significant impact on millions of Americans who receive benefits from the Veterans Affairs, VA, Social Security, SSI, and SSDI. What then is the significance of the 2100 Act? Now for the kicker. This implies that recipients of these benefits will experience an annual gain in income of $2,600. Yes, an additional $2,600. Consider the potential impact that might have on a person's life. Perhaps it's additional assistance with paying bills, improved access to medical care, or simply a bit more financial wiggle room. That's not all, though. We'll go into great detail on the 2100 Act's implications for people and families around the nation in this video. We'll speak with professionals who can explain every crucial element, and we'll also hear from those people who will be directly benefited by this amazing increase in advantages. Their heartwarming tales will demonstrate how much of a difference this additional cash will make in their lives. Not to be overlooked is the history of the 2100 Act. It was not simple. It required a great deal of effort, cooperation, and compromise from individuals with various backgrounds and worldviews. However, in the end, they collaborated to make it happen, demonstrating that incredible things are possible when people work together. The growing difficulties faced by America's most vulnerable populations, seniors, people with disabilities, and low-income families, have been alarming advocates and beneficiaries for decades. Benefit rates have mostly stayed unchanged as the cost of living has increased, placing claimants in an increasingly risky financial position. There are innumerable accounts of people with disabilities who cannot afford the specialized care and equipment they so desperately need, elderly people who must choose between paying for their vital medications and keeping their homes warm, and families who are on the verge of starvation and homelessness because of insufficient income support. A growing push to reform and strengthen the various programs, Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits, that are meant to act as a safety net for the underprivileged, has been spurred by these experiences. The passage of Larson's 2100 Act bill represents a ray of hope after years of fervent agitation and ceaseless work. After receiving strong bipartisan support, Congressman John Larson's groundbreaking legislation was signed into law by the President, bringing millions of Americans into a new era of stability and financial security. The 2100 Act is a broad and all-encompassing attempt to update and fortify the foundation of the social safety net in the United States. Fundamentally, the measure aims to ensure the viability and capacity of Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefit programs to meet the changing demands of present and future recipients by addressing the long-standing issues they face. The $2,600 benefit boost for participants in all 4 programs is one of the most important and immediately noticeable aspects of the measure. This significant increase is intended to lessen the financial burden that millions of people who depend on these programs as their main or only source of income bear. However, the 2100 Act bill does much more than just raise benefits. A plethora of rules are also included with the intention of improving the long-term financial stability of the VA, SSI, SSDI, and Social Security programs. These policies include raising the retirement age gradually, modifying payroll tax rates, and implementing creative ways to support program finance and guarantee sustainability for future generations. In addition, the law seeks to improve benefits for low-income workers, survivors, and people with disabilities by addressing long-standing injustices within these systems. By doing this, it aims to build a safety net that is more broad and egalitarian, and that genuinely meets the various needs of all Americans. The $2,600 boost provided by the 2100 Act bill may transform the lives of millions of seniors and retirees who depend on Social Security as their only source of income. Many Social Security users are finding it difficult to make ends meet as the cost of living keeps rising, exceeding the little annual increases in benefits. The unpleasant truth is that far too many elderly people have to choose between putting food on the table and financing required home repairs, or between paying for necessary drugs and keeping their homes warm. Even the most basic essentials have grown increasingly unaffordable for people living exclusively on Social Security. Sobering figures show that at least 90% of the income of nearly 1 in 4 pensioners comes from Social Security. The $2,600 gain might be the difference between these people living in poverty and attaining a modest but respectable standard of living. In addition to providing instant financial relief, the rise may lessen the extreme worry and anxiety that a large number of seniors experience when attempting to make ends meet on a fixed income. They certainly deserve it after decades of arduous work and services to society, and with a little more wiggle space in their budgets, they could finally be able to buy the necessities and live better in their golden years. The $2,600 increase may have a profoundly transforming effect on people receiving benefits from the Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, and Supplemental Security Income, SSI programs. For those who are blind, crippled, or 65 years of age or older, who have limited resources and income, these programs offer vital financial support. Accessible transportation, home modifications, personal care services, and specialized medical equipment are just a few of the many additional costs that come with having a disability and can easily become debilitating. Due to financial limitations, far too many disabled people have been forced to make unfeasible trade-offs, jeopardizing their general well-being, freedom, and health. With the $2,600 increase, recipients should be able to receive the care, resources, and accommodations they require to lead more fulfilling and independent lives. This increase is expected to relieve some of these financial difficulties. It could mean the difference between being restricted to the house and being able to afford a wheelchair or other mobility aid. It might entail having the financial means to pay for necessary medical procedures or therapies, as opposed to having to forego important care. Additionally, the 2100 Act draft has provisions to enhance and expedite the disability determination process, guaranteeing more effective and transparent benefit access for individuals who actually need it. This would shorten the typically drawn-out and difficult application process that many applicants now have to go through, offering comfort and assistance when it's most required. The 2100 Act bill promises a $2,600 boost in Veterans Affairs, or VA, benefits for the heroic men and women who have served our country in uniform, as well as their families. This is long overdue recognition of their sacrifices and continued needs. Too many veterans and those close to them have suffered from financial, mental, and physical hardships as a result of their service. The expenses and responsibilities might be excessive, ranging from chronic health issues and impairments related to military service to the difficulties of readjusting to civilian life. The $2,600 increase may offer much-needed respite, enabling veterans to pay for specialized medical treatment, auxiliary costs, and other costs associated with their service-related illnesses or wounds. Additionally, it might lessen financial burdens on families that have made great sacrifices to support the military service of a loved one. Additionally, the law seeks to enhance and expedite the VA benefits application process, guaranteeing that veterans can get the assistance and resources they are eligible for faster and more effectively. By doing this, it may be possible to lessen the annoying delays and administrative obstacles that have long beset the system and give veterans the assistance and care they require when they most need it. Millions of Americans have clearly won a significant victory with the immediate $2,600 benefit boost, but the 2100 Act bill also addresses the long-term viability and solvency of the Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefit programs. This proactive strategy aims to guarantee that these essential safety nets continue to function and be able to satisfy the demands of coming generations. In the past, as a result of changing demographics, longer life expectancies, and other circumstances, Social Security has experienced financial difficulties as the ratio of workers to recipients has changed. By introducing carefully calibrated adjustments to payroll tax rates and progressively raising the retirement age over time, the 2100 Act plan takes on these issues head-on. These steps, however not without controversy, are intended to support Social Security's long-term financial stability and guarantee the program's viability for many years to come. The law seeks to prevent the potentially disastrous effects of delay, which could endanger the retirement security of millions of future Americans, by acting now. The 2100 Act plan includes provisions to improve funding and long-term viability for the SSI, SSDI, and VA benefit systems, in addition to addressing Social Security solvency.